Today, I am going to show you how to integrate ComfyUI directly into your large language model. Take a look at this skill I created for my large model. Using this skill, I can generate 3 cover images with different resolutions at once. Look, this is 16:9, this is 4:3, and this is 3:4. This integration method makes your workflow much more automated and intelligent. Of course, there are multiple ways to access ComfyUI. You can connect to a native, local ComfyUI, or you can connect to a cloud-based one. Today we are going to connect to the cloud ComfyUI provided by RunningHub. As always, I have uploaded the workflow to RunningHub, so you can access the platform directly. In the ComfyUI field, RunningHub is a fantastic online workbench because whenever new models or extensions appear, they follow up immediately. Recently, RunningHub also started a New Year's event called Galloping into the New Year. You can see the entrance on the homepage. I welcome everyone to submit their work enthusiastically to win more rewards. Next, let's demonstrate how to integrate ComfyUI's image generation capabilities into your large model. The development tool I am using is Google's Anti-Gravity. Regarding how to use this tool, I have a previous tutorial on skill development. If you don't understand the basic application, you can check that out. First, we need to create a new project folder. Anti-Gravity has many operation interfaces. If you are not very familiar with programming, you can open the Agent Manager interface. Then, open the folder you just created. The workspace you are currently in is inside this folder, and all context is constrained within it. We need to be clear that our ultimate goal isn't just to generate a single image, but to develop a skill from scratch and solidify this skill into anti-gravity. So, my first prompt is written like this. I will develop a skill to call RunningHub's ComfyUI. Next, I will provide it with some materials to tell it how to use RunningHub. Please note, if you see an interface showing that it is connecting to the internet to search for RunningHub features, it is best to stop it. This is a problem you need to pay attention to. We need interactive development, so if you find the large model going down the wrong path, stop it immediately because we need to give it precise materials. How do we provide these materials? Regardless of which cloud product you call, it will have API documentation. RunningHub is no exception. You can find the API documentation in the Document Center. You can switch languages here. Mine is currently in Chinese, but if you prefer English, you can switch to English. Switching is very simple, just change the CN at the top to N. However, for a large language model, language isn't difficult. Any language works. Next, let's provide this content to the model. There is a trick to providing this. If you just give it a document page, it might not read it correctly. Note that at the bottom of many documents, there is a file called llm.txt. Many documentation sites have this content, or you can export it. When you click it, you'll find it contains many Markdown formatted links. You just need to provide this to the large model, and it will know how to use RunningHub. I've created a new folder and placed an MD file inside it. If you open it, you'll find it contains all the content we just saw. Next, we tell the model, the content of this folder is the API documentation. The way to call a folder or context is by using the @ symbol. All immersive programming tools work like this, so make sure to master writing these common commands. Now, it is learning from this document. It has already constructed our corresponding skill folder. It also has a development plan. If you think there are no issues, we can proceed. By now, you'll see that the entire program has been developed. Of course, we don't need to focus on the program code itself. Next, we need to give it some key information. This includes your RunningHub API key and the location of your Python installation. If you are using a virtual environment, you must know the location of your Python interpreter. Regarding the RunningHub API key, you can copy it from the API console. Then it will generate a test workflow file. Let's run it. Now comes the most critical information. We need to provide a workflow ID. This tells it which workflow to execute. RunningHub has many workflows. For example, let's use qnnimage to generate an image. Where is its ID? Note that there is a string of numbers in its URL. This is its ID. Next, we tell the agent what the workflow ID is and execute it. It has actually generated an image. Now, this is purely for testing purposes. Here is the image URL address. Let's take a look. The image it generated is actually quite beautiful. Next, we tell the agent that we need to customize the resolution and prompts. We pass this requirement to the large language model, and it will tell you how to proceed. It has now developed a program to download the workflow and analyze it to see which nodes correspond to resolution and prompt inputs. Actually, when calling these cloud-based workflows, the biggest obstacle is not knowing how to write the specific content for these nodes. At this point, you'll realize you don't need to write it yourself at all. You can let the large language model analyze it for you. You can see that we now have the overall workflow logic. It has told you that when executing this workflow, you can use a specific method to specify your prompt and your width and height. Of course, many people might not like using strict command line methods to execute commands because it feels a bit too technical. We can make it more user-friendly. So I am emphasizing that I want to use natural language to specify the resolution and prompts. Let's test it. We want it to help us generate an image with the subject "a girl in the sunset." First, we want it to generate a detailed prompt for a text-to-image task, and then call RunningHub to generate a 1920 x 1080 image. Let's see if it runs correctly. Look, this is the final result. Currently, it is stored in the cloud, but you can request to save it locally. Note the process. First, it generated a detailed prompt for us, and then it generated the image. Essentially, we have developed a skill. Although, as a demonstration, there might be many areas to optimize, using RunningHub to generate images has now become a basic skill of our large language model agent. This means you don't even need to open the RunningHub website to generate images. You can even ask it to generate multiple images at once. For example, let's ask it to generate images for 3 subjects. First, a girl drinking coffee. Second, a girl reading late at night. And third, a girl walking among flowers. Look at the 3 images we generated. They are also very beautiful. So by integrating the generation capabilities of ComfyUI into our AI agent, we can make your automation tools much more powerful. That is all for today. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and try it yourself. Follow me to become someone who understands AI.